And here we are for the grand finale. And we have a great hand. Oh, this is a good hand. This is the stuff. 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, Coco. Basic island, huh? I wonder if we're up against the mono blue combo deck. We are. That could be a little tricky for us. Nope. Westvale Abbey Island. I have no idea what we're up against. Westvale Abbey Island. What in the world? So we're up against some sort of blue tempo deck. And I have to imagine this isn't going to end particularly well for our opponent. Well, he does get to whack us for 4 on his turn. But he's stuck on 2 lands and we have a great hand. I guess the Westvale Abbey's dice for activating this thing. That's kind of cool. Another one, jeez. I'm actually on a fast clock. So I have 2 options here. I could play a land, crack the clue, and then I could bash for 9. No, bash for 8. I can crack 2 clues and bash for 9, I guess. Probably worth it. I think I want to put him on a 2-turn clock. If I collect a company and don't hit something good, it could be bad news. There's so little that can go wrong if I do it this way. I have to collect a company for next turn. LOL. I'm an idiot. Whatever, it's fine. So on my following turn, I'll probably run the collected company. And now that my opponent has put the brakes on, it's going to be a lot easier for me. Oh, now I have blue mana. And I probably should have cast the collected company before I played my land, in case I hit another Tireless Tracker. And in this random case scenario, it doesn't matter. And if he wants to trade 2 creatures for my Tireless Tracker after I've already drawn 2 cards off of it, that's fine with me. We got more Cocos where that came from. So I guess there's a chance that my opponent has another Negate. So since I have the luxury to play around that, I guess I will. I don't think my opponent has Radiant Flames in his deck. So I'm not going to worry about that. And I've got a lot of stuff on the board and he's probably dead. I have played against this blue-red tempo deck before earlier this week. Pretty interesting. Plays like Draconic Roar and Thunderbreak Regent. At least the version that I played against. Feel like here he's got to be pretty dead. Yep. All right. Next game. So the negates are a little annoying. And the flash creatures are actually kind of annoying too. I think Avacyn is going to be good against the flyers. I like Ojutai's command. I think I like Nissa and I like the negates. I think I'm going to take out companies. I need to take out 4 more cards. Could consider taking out the lieutenants. I don't think I actually really need these negates. I do recall the deck having like a burn element to it, so I think the Ojutai's commands and Dromoka's commands are pretty important. Kind of tough to say that they're more important than Collected Company. But I know I want to go all the way up into Avacyn. So I can just trim to no. I'm on the draw, so I want the Knight of the White Orchids. Oh, what I want to trim. I guess I'll trim 2 Lambholt Pacifists. Yeah. Alright, we'll see how this goes. This deck that we're up against is one that I played against, but it's not particularly popular. It's pretty new. I'm still kind of figuring things out. This hand's not nearly as good as the last one, so I'm mulligan. And it's quite acceptable. Don't need another land though. Hand's looking better and better. This is nice too, because this means my opponent doesn't have a draw. There's a good chance that he has Draconic Roar. But I'm gonna, cast my spells and run into it. Spatial Contortion, nice. Cool card. One that you don't see too often, but crops up every now and again in these kind of decks. So I missequenced my lands. I do want to play the Duskwatch Recruiter rather than Tireless Tracker, though. There's a good chance that whatever I play, my opponent will kill. I'd rather lose the Duskwatch Recruiter, and I'd rather get a clue off my tracker. Tracker's like pretty important, I think. I don't really mind my Duskwatch Recruiter getting roasted. And see if this thing lives. So far, so good. And I'm pretty worried about just a flying assault. There can be Thunderbreak Regents, there can be P and Kieran Millars. All kinds of nasty stuff. What do I want to do here? guess I want to play the Fortified Village. And I wanted to do things this way so that I couldn't get ambushed by a like flash 2-power flyer and have it and the Eldrazi Scion block my Tireless Tracker. So I wanted to play the clue first and have the mana open. Reality Smasher. Whoa. It's a pretty big hit for 9. Yeah, I'll take it. Man. Two, 4, 6. So Hmm. I can't really do anything this turn. Good news is, I can kill the Reality Smasher without losing too much, so that's good. Oh, that's not good. Should probably crack my clue first so that my creature doesn't die. And I want to go after the Eldrazi Displacer so that the Rattle Chains. Oh, we got the Negate. Jeez. That might mean that I'm dead. Oh, that wasn't so good. Yeah, if he attacks with everything, I'm just dead. Can pump this up, take 1 trample here. Yep, that'll do. Wow, last card in his hand too. So I think I like the way that I'm sideboarded. I think this is actually a matchup for like Tragic Arrogance. He does have the negate, but Quarantine Field's also great against I think that Ojutai is the card that I don't really want. Let's just bring in some more removal. Quarantine Field and Stasis Snare should be quite nice. Instead of this. With me on the play, probably just run him over. Probably just go back to like a pre-board configuration. Plus Quarantine Fields. If he's going to have negate, I just don't have very many spells. That'd probably be good for me. Yeah, let's just play it like it's game one. I may end up main phasing some of my things. Seems like my opponent has a lot of 2-drops, or 2-mana spells, I should say. So I don't think if I play the Lambholt Pacifist, it'll be able to attack. Yeah, so I'll play the Pacifist next turn. I do want to make sure that my Tireless Tracker gets a clue, because even though tempo is an important thing, the card advantage is also like important. That's good for me. I wonder if my opponent has nothing or is just only has a counter spell. I don't really want my thing to get countered, but I don't really want to not cast my spells either. So may also be that he has like Negate. Alright, fair enough. Still get my clue. It's a good turn for him, tempo-wise. He gets to reflip my Pacifist. Not bad. Alright, this is going to be a little bit of a risk. But the upside is pretty high. There's a fire. Wow, he has Dispel. Jeez, wouldn't have guessed he'd have that in a million years. Now these Lambholt Pacifists might be a liability. The fact that I couldn't attack with that guy is a little bit of a problem. And now it's like, do I want to not cast my spells? I just have to cast all of them. So if I activate this, the thing I can get is like Thalia's Lieutenant. I think I'll just go for a random card. And that was awful. Alright, well, we attack for 2. And we play out the rest of our board. We do have a lot of stuff. We have like a decent attack next turn. Wow. Our opponent has us on a basically 1 turn. We only have 1 more turn left. You're gonna attack us for 8 in the air here? Ugh. Not being able to block is rough. Also, not being able to attack is rough. So we do get some flips. think I don't. Well, but 4, 10, 11. I feel like the only way I can possibly win is the company into double Reflector Mage. Was not what I was hoping for. Yeah, we're dead. All right, well, that is the end of the line. Started out hot, and then the sun started coming up. And now we are toast. So, pretty impressive showing from the blue-red deck, though. I mean, it had a lot going on this game. It was like pure tempo. It's all 1 and 2 mana spells. That's like a legacy deck. It's crazy. And we're just super, super, super dead. Excuse me. Anyway, thanks so much. I do like this version of Bant Humans quite a bit. It really does have a lot going on, and there's quite a few different ways that you can play it. You can play it more controlling, you can play it more aggressive, and with the way that I have it set up, you don't get to have the Eldrazi displacer, but you have a lot of things that are just a lot more synergistic, and I think that is in your favor. Also, I feel like the mana is a little cleaner in this version. When you're playing Eldrazi Displacer, you have to play Yavimaya Coasts, you have to play Evolving Wilds, and a lot of your mana just comes into play tapped more often. Like, because it's 3-color mana base, you can have a little bit of clunkiness, every now and again, but for the most part, we got to carve out pretty good. Our non-basic lands synergize really well with basic lands. Basically the thing. And then we just trim some of the fat, and I like it a little leaner and a little more aggressive. Anyway, but I'm really excited about this deck for the new set because I think the new Thalia is going to fit in perfectly with Reflector Mage, and you're going to be able to play just a 2-color version of this deck. It's going to be super sweet. Anyway, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for bearing with me while I was super tired. It is now approaching 6 a.m. But I'll have some sweet stuff for you guys next week, so stay tuned, and I look forward to seeing you guys then. So peace out.